In Orthodox play, though, you don't see a lot of teams pushing down towards middle with Glocks in the beginning of the round, and buying off of Molly as well.
Yeah, they actually had it planned as well, from what I saw. They used that smoke to maybe create some diversion, make Venko scared, and then they threw the molly into window so they could bust up mid and see where the weakness possibly was. And they chose to go A because they had one guy in Palace, and currently Xavi is actually doing some damage on Revenant, who was peeking around the corner on short. And we'll see if the full spy, except for Hasking, who is of course saving for his Dragon Law, will do any damage or possibly even win a round if they're lucky. Play will be an A split, and it will start off very, very soon.
Man, as a man in all sorts of trouble, will get shut down in the end as Frey also collects himself on frag for the team. And there's Archer as well. So 3 frags collectively being picked up. And so far, none of the Deagles or the 5-7s are actually doing work. Revenant, though, does take out one, but it's not going to be enough. It's going to be Mark left up alive by himself, as he will get dropped as well. Very convincing round. And you can definitely tell mCon were in full control. And Venko just perhaps left A little bit alone for too long. It was only SMN there, and he got caught up right up in the open. There was nothing he could do.
No. And we'll see if actually we'll manage to cash out that Mac 10 buy he has right now. Pulls a full eco from Venko to save for the next one. Revenant taking some damage from random spray on middle, and actually a mid push coming out from Venko, taking down 1 kill. Wow. Skill Machine had a lineup taking down in total 3 kills. But gets traded in the end. 2 kills now towards Venko, and the AK in the hands of MDP doing quite some work. XT though takes out his teammate, and Archie finishes it off for the 3rd round for mCon. They have lost quite some money though in the last round. And the first buy round for Venko is coming along now.
That's still pretty sick though, because 3 kills with just USPS.
Yeah.
Well, they nearly had that round as well. I could have seen this go horribly wrong for mCon, but luckily they closed it out. Right now it is the 4th round and 2 ops.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's such a good idea, but
they're just banking on slow play then. And Hasking barely missed a shot on the guy on mid. I don't know if it was Arch or XD peeking. But that almost would have gone to one team's favor, but they both missed, so then it's going to be quite silver. And we're just going to run away. Run scared with the tail between your legs. Also just going to hold off a default now, hoping that someone will push into their arms, give them the first kill. But Venko doesn't seem to be wanting to do that right now.
Yeah, Frey in B apps, and that bomb's there as well. But 3 players towards A, they are gonna peek it, and it's actually Axley with the op. And you have Skill Machine up in Palace. Xavi's been shut down, and the bomb is gonna make its way towards B now. So this could be very solid. But Mark does hear him. If Mark is able to take out at least these 2 players, then the round would be theirs. Archer, did he spot him? I think he did. He's gonna look to run him down, but Mark is gonna be able to take out Archer, and Frey's just there as well. Ooh. Now Frey's position has been known. Will get shut down by Hasking, and finally the remaining T's are coming in, but the time's ticking away, and it's pretty much over already. Nicely done by Venko.
Yeah, sick flick from Hasking, but Frey was just already stuck between a rock and a hard place. Couldn't have made it out alive as the mCon players were split all over the map. They tried to fake A, but the kills didn't come in convincingly enough on B to actually get the bomb down and have a pincer maneuver. And now we only see 1 op on mCon, and this time it's on XD. We saved it from the last round, and Edge is stuck on a Tech 9. Decent nades for mCon, and only 1 op for Venko. Asking keeping all of the Dragon Lore, not giving his most expensive skin to any of his teammates.
Yeah, and mCon seems to be going for another slow approach. They seem to be having sort of the same setup, but look at that. Mark just spraying straight through the smoke, takes out that fray, and looks like actually he's going to be looking for a peek. But Revenant on top of that boost. Such a great play. 3 on 5 now, and it's going to be a hard task for mCon to get back into this one. And Asking now connecting that shot onto Edge as well. It seems to be all but over, but Skill Machine with 2 now. And that could potentially bring them back. But he's not going to be able to get another one as Taslak will get rid of him. It's going to be all left to Xavi, 1v3 right now. He's got himself the bomb, though, which is a good thing.
Yeah, but only a flash, and he just picked up a smoke to work with. Does not see Revan there hiding in jungle, and dies to his hands. Op saved for Venko Gaming, and an eco probably coming out from mCon right now. Some pistols and smokes coming in, so they're probably gonna do some A smokes trying to get the bomb down. And we'll see how it's gonna happen.
Looks to be like a slow
play,
push at the moment. Yeah.
Usually when you buy smokes on the eco, you're gonna go for A because B is pretty much a very big choke point. But they decided to change it up. Some Archer strats going in. Sadly planting on the right side to prevent pre-fire going onto him. A lot of players dying. Eventually no one stands, and the bomb was planted, so the goal was achieved.
Yeah, but, this was a good round, though. I mean, 1 kill with just the Glocks and the bomb down.
Yeah.
That's what they wanted.
Now they do have enough to buy AKs and possibly 1 AWP with armor for this round, depending on if Xavi wants it. But Skill Machine goes for it instead with only Kevlar vest. So that could be quite dangerous against the M4s, which are rattling from the CT side. And he also has 0 utility, making him not the best team player, but we'll see if his kills will get anything done.
What is that, though? It's 2 people from Venko just pushing down towards middle. Skill Machine now makes an end of that push rather quickly, and actually, though, strikes back onto SMN. Taslak is looking, does find himself that one, a frag AK shot. Asking also, good covering fire. As Archer goes down. Even Stevens right now, 3v3 with the bomb. Probably going to make his way towards middle, maybe going up to short. But once you have that middle control, the possibilities are there. Taslak, though, going to go for a bit of information play, making sure Palace is actually cleared out. And, well, still plenty of time for mCon to make a move and decide whether they want to go towards B or A.
Yeah, the bomb is still on mid, and meanwhile we see Frey just lurking around, checking if he can find anyone. Very scared that Hasking might be in jungle, ready to take him out. But he finds out it's very, very empty, and he will maybe go through kitchen to B, as his teammates are in ladder room right now. They have to move though, because they are possibly within range of Hasking jumping into ticket a booth and killing him. But Xavi runs through, gets Revenant down, and now it's a 2v3 retake situation for Venko Gaming.
Yeah, very nice shot by Xavi. As well, the last 2 players are being mopped up. And mCon, good round. A little bit, perhaps a little bit unfortunate. Revenant just picked out like that. Maybe he should just stick to the side for as long as he could. Because he was the only player nearby that B side. The last 2 players, Husking and both Taslak, I believe, were on A.
Yeah, he was probably scared that they might have actually run into ladder room or somewhere else to kill him. But meanwhile, he's already seen past A push.
Yeah, 2 kills coming in, 3 kills coming in favor of Venko, though. mCon do strike back. Skill Machine in the last man standing now, as he does take out Mark. Taslak now on the cross, holding it towards the A side. There's Skill Machine only on 18 health points, though. And there's only ops there. Taslak on the cross, shuts him down, 4-4. And we are square again. Very good round by Venko.
Yeah, actually just an all battle in the end. And two are greater than one. I've learned at mathematics when I was very, very young. And
But
meanwhile, oh,
don't you think it seems to be a really sloppy play from mCon? Where were the smokes? I didn't see any smokes on A.
I think they just wanted to throw random smokes and rush in, but it really didn't work out as they wanted to, as the SMGs were quite close range and made short works of the armor that Epcon was carrying. Meanwhile, I see Revenant already taking the first kill on Skill Machine. You see, not really gonna do a lot of damage as there are 2 Glocks and 2 P250s. Whoa, words left. And yeah, they're gonna go to B, but the problem is that Revenant is already in on the pass. Getting the first kill on the bomb. Oh, what? Savi. Lovely headshot on Revenant, and that does some damage. Retrieves an M4, and we'll see if they can actually get maybe one more. I don't expect them to win this round.
This is good though. Quick rotation from mCon towards A. If they get the bomb down, that'd be nice. But Taslak is going to be there. Bomb's going to be dropped over there, so surely Airkill. He's not going to have any chance. Beautiful shot by Taslak. But in the end, it was just the P250 round, and now the big guns are coming in. The money is still quite shocking. You know, it looks like they're going to go for a couple of Tech 9s on armor and potentially just rush towards the site. I think that's the most logical thing to do.
Be rush blad. And actually, Teslak, the newest player of Venko Gaming, is showing that he's quite a potent AWPer as well. So asking him, I need to look out for his position. There's a man in the pass. What was that? Wow.
That was
3
sick.
headshots. The second one was absolutely insane. He was already almost strafing away, and he just managed to flick on it as well within the spray. And only Frey is left after Mark the Park gets one of his own as well. And as a man, oh, hello, voice. As a man manages to get his 4th one. And then it's all soon over for mCon. They had a good start on this T side, but they've now hit a brick wall. As Venko is recovering quite well. And only Skill Machine is in the double digits this map so far.
Yeah, I mean, Venko also now starting up to build a bank, which is a good thing. And for now, mCon, I think, you know, a 6-4 scoreline is not that bad. If they manage to get a couple of more rounds, that'd be great. But you do have Venko now, quite aggressive on middle. And it's something I like to see, that the CTs are, you know, focusing their attention on middle as well. But, oh, Fredo, sneaky peek in onto Revenant. Maybe what's making it a little bit too noise, but Taslak is going to be there, straight from the smoke. Frey goes down, and the thing is now, like, mCon, they send in Frey, but there's no one to retaliate if he goes down. So you're going to go back to stalemate.
Yeah, they didn't efficiently trade, which is, of course, needed to keep your advantage. He didn't even get a flash from a teammate because he said, I just want to go sneaky beaky, like, didn't pay out, and now mCon is on the same foot as Venko regarding numbers. Xavi has taken some damage in this man, gets the first kill.
Well, a couple of smokes gonna come out towards the A side, and we do have some action happening. Look at that. Husking just comes around with a 5-7, just sprays it out, and what a shot, though, to end it. 7-4, as Venko Gaming do claim in another round. And it's actually funny to see how mCon, they smoke off CT, they smoke off the stairs, but then the Venko players are just literally going to stand in front of the smokes. And I didn't really see much flashes following up as well from them on that A assault.
Yeah, Venko just playing as a very solid team right now. Showing that 4 of them already had quite some practice, and the 5th one is fitting in just fine. But mCon, what actually? Deagle God getting 2 kills and Skill Machine getting 1 of its own. That means there's only 2 players left on Venko right now. That means it goes quite rapidly to mCon's favor right now.
Yeah, that's quite horrible. Tastic was going to go for a quick no-scope, but that's not going to happen. Mark 1v5. Ooh, he's also going to get tagged up as well by an AWP, and, well, Frey will do the honors. What a round from mCon. A bit little to no investment. They just picked it up.
Yeah, it's actually quite sad for Venko. They tried to do what they did the rounds before, but against those pistols, they thought they could win, but the range advantage was for XD with his Deagle, just tapping away, getting headshots, and well, get ecoed. 5th round now for mCon, getting close to a number they'll be comfortable with going on to the CT side. Possibly wanting 1 or 2 more, but 5 is not a bad number. Up on edge at this time as well.
Like you said, 5 is definitely not a bad number. 75, good scoreline, but Venko really, yeah, you need to step it up. Don't want to lose too many more rounds as actually opens up the A site with 2 beautiful frags. Tastic, though, gotta wonder what he was thinking as Frey comes in the back side, picks up 2 kills as well. Be asking 1v5 does take out 1. Can he go for a little more? I said 1v5 was actually 1v4. This bomb's gonna get planted by Skill Machine. And Asking not having a diffuser, and he does land a tag. So unfortunate. How does Skill Machine not die to that?
Wall bangs.
76.
Well, it's big bucks, and if it's big enough, not enough damage comes through. Even with the AWP, he needed to hit a headshot. He also tried to wallbang the plant position. Fortunately for Asking, he did not manage to hit the shots, and now Venko is actually trying to do the mCon strat and win in an eco. We'll see if they'll be successful. mCon just holding off a default position. All angles are covered, but Esman is in the pass again, gets another kill on Frey, another headshot. Kills are traded out.
Wow, just a flurry of frags from mCon. I do love how SMN consistently kills someone over there on that angle. And actually, to mop it up, and look at this though, Skill Machine is on 19 frags, his teammate's not even close to him.
Yeah, it's like he just predicted that the last guy would walk into his crosshair, just hoped he would come there, and eventually he came. It's the 7th round now for mCon, and we'll see who will be the better side, or at least the better team for this side. Meanwhile, Asking, going aggressive, takes a little bit of damage, but gets away safely after he takes care of XD.
Wow.
Like, so many people don't abuse that spot because you need so many bullets, but if someone is that wide here, it's actually possible.
Revenant, though, trying to shut down Frey, will do so. Bomb is still in spawn, though, so regardless of what mCon, in terms of ground that gained, is now lost. Because they had to pick up the bomb. 2 on 3, and it looks like SMN is going to be sitting at the stairs. He's actually quite low on health points as well. Asking now, making his way towards the back of the A site, sitting on the CT area, watching towards ramp. There's Xavi and Erche will look to approach the bomb site. Just mulling off sandwich there. Xavi coming in.
Ooh,
nice
and
shot
teamwork
by
makes the
Xavi.
dream work.
Yeah. Bomb goes down. 2 on 2. And another flashbang coming out. Actually goes looking, finds the headshot onto Revenant. 1 more to find. Simon is out on the stairs, and he's going to be dead, man. Xavi just spot on with the aim as well. 8-7, can you believe that? mCon taking the lead after being down quite some rounds.
Yeah, I didn't expect to come back this convincingly. They've just shown that they can change up the pace and tear apart the defense of Venko. But now the question will remain: will they be able to withstand the onslaught of Asking and his AWP, and of course the rifle power of Revenant when they move over to the CT side, which will come along shortly. There's a 1 minute halftime pause as the teams can prepare, talk around what happened, what went wrong, what went well, and see if they can come out better on the second half. From the plays you've seen so far, do you think that mCon will pull through and actually extend this lead in the coming rounds, or do you think it might actually be very close to the end?
I don't know. Like it felt sometimes that mCon had a couple of just individual players, but I mean, if Skill Machine goes well again, then sure, mCon are gonna take this one away. But I'm just curious to see, like Venko, our team together, like for a fairly long time, playing together as Royal Lions. Whereas mCon, I'd say they're a pretty new team then, comparing to Venko.
Yeah, a lot of players have played together before, but because of the spot that mCon had left, they needed to form a team. This is what they come up with. It seems they are doing relatively well so far, and only one player on mCon, by the way, with no armor. That is Frey, who has sacrificed that to buy a kit and a smoke grenade. And currently we see an A-split coming in from Venko Gaming.
Yeah, they are going to make their way straight in. Oh, Mark. Nice 2 headshots as he's going to clean up Jungler Revenant as well. Shutting down Skill Machine after he did put a bullet into Mark's head. But 2-on-4 after plant. This is not looking bright for mCon. Look at that. Revenant just lines up for him. Archer, your last man standing. And he's going to be over at the A site right now. Skirmishing it out with SN. Of course, with the headshot is going to take him out. 8-8. Very quick round by Venko.
Yeah, they took the positions very convincingly and played it out very carefully. Pushed in a bit, and after they lost one man, they figured, well, let's just chill around, hold these angles. We have the afterplant, and we're gonna hope that mCon runs into our crosshairs and die by our mighty hands. But now, full spy from mCon. No one actually saving, so probably no third round off. Maybe they'll actually win this one if Skill Machine goes on to hit 1Ds like that.
Yeah, that was good. Like, just straight on his head. And, well, Venko, they're going to be slowing down the pace, I can only assume, like, trying to get himself a return pick in. But look at this setup from mCon, though. Like, Airchain Connector, and then you have roughly 3 around the A site. And Skill Machine also moving out, and looks like they aren't going to make their way towards B. And I wonder if Skill Machine will actually be able to take one out on the cross.
Yeah, we're actually going to see it, but he does fire some shots, but can't do any damage even. And now tries to re-challenge, but dies by a Revenant. Now it's a 4v4 situation in the advantage of Venko that now have to hold this afterplant.
It should be very easy. There's only pistols for mCon, and they are seemingly getting cleaned up, as the man also with the SMG takes out Frey with the second one as well. Nice little bonus money. And I think Skill Machine must be kicking himself for leaving that B bomb site for Kitchen.
Yeah, now we're going to see a full eco coming out from mCon. Only a P250 on the headshot machine, known as Skill Machine. And quite some SMGs for Venko Gaming, trying to cash out on this probably last eco round in a row for mCon. And it's already being started off by Tesla before I can even do my story.
No, I mean, this is how it should be. Venko Gaming gonna probably get this round, unless Skill Machine and Frey are gonna go beast mode.
Yeah, I don't see it happening because there's only a P250 yes upgraded pistol, and it's been taken down by Tesla. It's like, hey, hi there, friend. Goodbye.
Oh man.
He goes too
this is
aggressive
good.
though. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. He probably wants that AK anyway. I mean, he had 2 kills. What? 2 kills that round?
Yeah,
Like
the UMP is found in play a lot nowadays, but still the AK is of course a much better gun, especially on long range.
And the UMP is so cheap as well. It's ridiculous for what it can do.
1200 to well, decently melt through armor, of course, not to the extent of the P90.
But you already have your investment back after 2 kills, which is ridiculous.
It's insane. You can almost buy it every round if you lose 3 in a row. So, well, what don't you want?
Look at
Win
this
round.
Mexican standoff between Frey and SMN. They're just sitting right next to each other. Oh god, Frey did spot him, but luckily, none of them actually managed to tag each other up, but they are going to be pulling back.
And they Mark the Park actually flashes himself and then gets killed by Ertje. Revenant manages to refrag after Hasking does take a lot of damage as well. Now it's actually a fake from the 3 players of Venko, from which Mark already died. The other 2 are towards B. Lovely shot from Revenant. Very clean headshot. Skill Machine almost wants to rotate, but sees a molly coming down. And stays on the B side. We'll get the bomb planter and we'll search for SMN as well. Knows where he is. They can't find him just yet.
That was good play by Skill Machine now. Just keeping it cool and killing that bomb planter. Allowing for mCon, the rest of mCon to come a little bit closer as they approach. Both of them approach the A short side. SMN in the kitchen. 2 more to go. Frey gonna come in. There's not much utility left for mCon as SMN does take him out, but there's XLee with the return frag. So very well done. 10-9. mCon, they do pick up a round in. And that was the gun round, so all good.
Yeah, well, the problem is, though, because they've lost so many people and they've invested so much into this round, they are quite on the back foot money-wise, as Venko had saved up some from the previous rounds. They can buy, with more utility, better guns than mCon. But now stuck on an M4, or actually 3 M4s, 1 AK, and a UMP. With quite a lack of utility, only 3 guys with nades, and actually dies by the hands of Revenant quite early on. Skill Machine does know how to trade back an MVP, but then Skill Machine goes too aggressive, finds Teslak, or actually Teslak finds his head. That means Venko Gaming is in the lead once again. Skill Machine should have just fallen back, but unfortunately, mCon went too deep.
Yeah, 3-4. Mark the Park down. Skill Machine and XLee as well. So like you said, maybe mCon we're not looking that bright into this round right now. And looks to be that they are going to go for an A execute. They got plenty of utility to do so, in fact. And there's not much from mCon to counter it.
Especially as one guy is still on B, which is Frey, the other one is actually checking window. The execute is coming in. Ertje alone on side. SMN gets spotted, gets killed by Xavi. That equalizes the number, but Frey has to rotate now, and he does so.
Now Ertje, Demi finally doesn't actually get rid of Hasking just yet. Hasking 1v2. It's not gonna have better. Frey, is gonna shut him down. 10-10. I don't know. I think Venko perhaps should have checked a little bit of the spots there, because it was ridiculous how Ertje could just stand in there.
I was already confused.
Yeah, the fact that he didn't kill Hasking as well, I was like, wow.
Yeah, well, Hasking had 6 HP, so he did his best, but it wasn't enough. And we now see a Rec 9 buy from Venko with some smokes and other utility, so maybe they're going to go for an aggressive execute on B, but actually with a wallbang does some decent damage to Revenant, but won't kill him. Smokes come out and now the execute is on. It was B.
Yeah, Frey does find himself the opening kill as Hasking is going to dart in with the Tech 9. Teslak is able to take out XLee. Frey goes down. Skill Machine with the return onto Mark. The 3v3 off the plan. Already looking good in this round for Venko with the Tech 9 armor rush. Ooh, SMN is going to go for it, but Skill Machine and Ertje both combined mop up 2 players as well. Teslak, your last man standing, and he does pick up 2 kills. What is this? 1v1. Skill Machine with the P250. It's going to be able to take out the Teslak right there and go for that defuse, but what a close round that was.
Yeah, Skill Machine, just as in the relegations, going absolutely ham, already racking up 26 kills in the 21 rounds that have been played so far. first player to actually have gone over the 20 kills. This match, Revenant closest with 19. And, well, the retake seemed decent from mCon, but Tesla actually just going ham again, doing a lot of damage. And the entries were quite unfortunate for mCon as well, as actually was missing some shots early on. Now Edge is being flashed in, can't find Hasking just yet, and will fall back. While Venko is setting up for an A play.
Yeah, this could get interesting. As Venko coming in towards ramp, they're actually crawling their way in slowly but surely, and so far seems to be uncontested. But Archie does find himself one, instantly gonna get traded in. Savi with the return frag, but Asking as well. Asking with 2 beautiful shots. As now this A side should be fairly open. Frey coming in with that grenade as Asking darts away and does live there. Nade coming in.
Yes.
There we go. 2-on-2 out the plant.
That wallbang was scary close though, and Frey actually running through the molly just to counteract any logical sense that Venko might have had. Gets 2 kills and takes the round for mCon Esports. Also takes a second op just to save some money. And now mCon extending their lead. Also they've been quite lucky with those retakes so far. 4 rounds in a row now. All defuses, so all bomb plants for Venko Gaming. Having more than enough money.
Yeah, I like the fact how Frey did it indeed, like running straight through that molly on the stairs and catched out the last 2 players from Venko pretty much off guard. That was good thinking there, and let's see what's gonna happen, because it is still somewhat a gun round. We only have Revenant on an SMG, so the rest of them are AKs. And a bit of information play coming from Archer, but he's gonna get punished for it. Revenant is gonna shut him down, and really limited damage was done there by Archer.
Yeah,
so you got a question: is this worth it?
Well, the first flash they threw was absolutely amazing and on point, but then the second just failed, and now Frey walks into Testak, who's just camping away on top mid. That means there's only 3 people left for mCon with 2 ops, so a retake will be hard, especially with the wall of smokes that has just been thrown by Venko Gaming.
Yeah. Now, Xavi's still sitting around that corner. Actually, he does take out 1, but he's gonna get traded in. Ooh, Xavi does take out 2 kills. Skill Machine as well with element frag on the SMN. And all of a sudden, mCon have brought themselves back into this round. And the flash comes in. Beautiful timing by the 2 Germans, Xavi and Skill Machine, I believe. They are German, right?
Yes, indeed.
Very nicely done. 13 to 10. Very well coordinated as well.
I thought that. Oh wow, what? Timeouts were not enabled. That should be so, but it was really weird. Like, I thought Revenant spotted Xavi, but he was probably slightly flashed or something. Because it seemed like he was looking straight at him, and then Xavi was just able to get 2 kills. Skill Machine racking up a 3rd. And then the last man was just so scared. He had no bomb down. And, well, there's nothing much Venko could do at that point. Just German powerhouse going on. Wunderbarlich. And it almost... yeah, it's like just in soccer. It seems to go all downhill for Germany, and then suddenly they just, turn around the button, go ham, and get the round.
But is this technical? I can only assume, technical, yeah. But where's
because
the timer?
You are allowed to have 4 tactical pauses per map, per team, of course. But unfortunately, it seemed like the e-bot was not configured properly. Probably because it was a different server from the one they started with.
Yeah, well.
And, well, the timeout function didn't work. Luckily, there's a normal pause function, which they can use. And they've just talked everything over, are now ready to unpause. And they will have to work with 3 AKs, Scout and a UMP.
Is this the right time to buy, though? I don't know.
I don't know, indeed. It's like they're risky.
Tricky. Yeah, it's really tricky. 13 to 10 your score if you just tune in back with us. mCon versus Venko. And mCon picking up the last 5 rounds in a row. So we are going to be jumping back into this one. Venko, they're going to have to start picking up some rounds, and that's why they forced fight into this one. Asking with the scout, though. And actually is there with an M4. Asking already being tagged up quite heavily.
Skill machine using all his flashes just so he can take up the aggressive position. I was trying to mix 2 words in my head, which didn't work. At least my brain was trying to. Now as a passive angle at B, tries to go aggressive again, but Teslac is ready there to deliver him a headshot. Frey does manage to trade around, but that means there is a weakness in the defense of mCon Esports right now. Actually dies as well by the hands of Revenant. That's a 3v4 with Frey having very low health.
Yeah, so far things seem to be going in the favor of Venko. They are gonna bring the bomb potentially towards B, actually still on the A site. And Savi just walks straight through middle and takes out Mark. And it looks like they are gonna make their way towards B, and that's Frey with only 19 health points, which is not a good thing. There is no utility left though for Venko. So Frey, can he hold on to this site for a little while longer? Hasking's close by, and he's going to be able to take him out. Nice angle advantage. But the bomb is going to get denied. 10 seconds left on the clock, and Venko going to have to make this plan happen. Ravenon is on the case. Will get the bomb down 2-on-2 after plan. And none of the teams have actually got utility to get themselves back into the side. And Xavier is going to make his way forward. He's going to get shut down by Azaman, who mops it all up. 13-11. Close round, but very nicely done by Venko.
And, well, that means the 11th round for Venko, who have quite bad money. Just like mCon had before, because their loss bonus is gone now. They do get a winning bonus, but they don't have a lot of players left. Luckily, Asking has his AWP now, and MDP can stick with a UMP. Full eco now for mCon, except for some HEs, hoping to nade down some aggressive play from Venko and cash on that. But so far doesn't seem to be. Teslac actually catching 2 and a third as well, 6 HP left. So it's almost working out, and now he's running away, hoping his life will not end shortly. Wow,
they literally spent 3 nades on Teslac, and that's just maybe if they look back on this match and then they see him so low on HP, like wow, how did he not die?
So sad.
Yeah. Anyway, this should be the round for Venko. There's really not
but look
much.
at the HP on Venko.
That's true, but I mean, are they actually gonna just bomb it out like that? Skill machine is.
And he actually now has an AKS. He was able to pick it up, and actually on the AWP should actually stick with the USP if he knew what the health was on Venko's side, but does not expect Teslac to be there.
Oh my god.
Sort of does in that flick. Wow.
Nice.
On point. Now Skill Machine is in the danger seat, being chased down by MDP. Gets kills, $600 bonus for him, and will he get away from the bomb in time? Most definitely, and will probably save the AK as well. That means a 12th round now for Venko Gaming. mCon starting to lose their lead, whilst the Skill Machine still far on top of the board with 29 kills and very close to that 30 bomb.
Yeah. (13-12) as finally normal guns somewhat actually with the SMG, so sacrificing it for more utility. Actually being tagged up quite heavily by that grenade, just landed straight on his head.
And a very aggressive play from mCon at B. Getting a lot of information, but it does not mean that the A side will be held down as Revenant and S-Man both get a kill. And XC dies as well, only 2 men left, and they're probably going to save this after getting 1 or 2 exits. But Skill Machine runs in for the AK, dies, And now Frey is the last one left with a FMS, so he's probably wanting to upgrade that one.
Yeah, you might as well go for it, really. But yeah, 13-13. Nicely done. I mean, all of a sudden, Venko Gaming just seemed to be taking control back. Still 4 more members up as well in this round. So, I don't know, like mCon, they just got P250s now. They seem to be doing rather well, though, with pistols. Having a couple of grenades being bought up, but already throwing it out to the red. But yeah, that spray down from the AKs, there's nothing you can do against that.
You can wish, but you can also die, and that's what they're doing right now. As Frey is the only man left. As man has taken a lot of damage, but is not dead yet. As he's being cuffed off by all his teammates. And Frey is nowhere near him right now. Frey hoping someone walks into his P250, but so far does not seem to be so. That means the 14th round for Venko Gaming, finally taking the lead again. After what seems to have been an eternity.
I think he's just wondering, like, why is nobody coming here? I'm standing on top of the map nearly.
Am I stinking that bad that they know I'm here?
Look at that, though. Venko Gaming with 5 players just walking together.
Yeah, completely clean. And very well played. 30 kills now, though, for Skill Machine. So he's on the 30 bomb. But problem is, you can have a 30 bomb, but if you lose, you still lose. But I'm actually happy to see that we are having so many close games already, which are the 2 that we've seen today. This one and the 16-14 between Team TBA and Good Luck Have Fun. While Xavi is working up on mid with Ixley, gets 1 kill, but Ixley dies in return.
Yeah, it seems to be looking pretty grim right now for mCon, as they've already lost 2 players early on. And the funny thing is, Venko Gamer are just still playing this one carefully. They've lost 1 member as well. You got Skill Machine out on CBL. Mark, a little bit worried about a backside push, but Venko Gaming opting to go for the A site. There's 2 players right there. Skill Machine, will he be able to pick off Mark? That's going to be smoked off right now. So a rotation coming out from Erche. And that could be questionable. But Mark has been shot in the back. And Skill Machine just instantly dies by the flick of Mark. Smoke's now coming out towards the A side. Frey here needs to go big. As he does deliver, does take out 2 players. Revenant pushing in as he does drop him. Erche, last man standing for mCon. Gonna be a match point if he doesn't somehow clutch this one 1v2. As the bomb is gonna go down.
Erche just unfortunately missing a shot on the guy crossing to side. If he did hit that one, Frey would have survived and they most likely would have won the round. Now indeed in a 1v2 situation. This is shot on MDP, and that means that the 15th round and match point is now for Venko. And from are only trying to get a draw right now. We'll see if they manage to do so. 2 rounds is all they need to win, but Venko only needs 1. They have an ARP, they have 4 AKs, full utility. Whilst mCon buy does only include 1 M4.
Oh, look at his aggressive play from Erche. He's again just going to get punished for it by SMN this time. And 3 players from Venko looking to gain middle control. And finally, some swag 7 on a Skill Machine. But will he be just as good as Xilianer? That's the question.
Well, I don't think anyone could be as good as him. He just went absolutely ham in the last match. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you to look up the FUD. It will be on this Twitch and most likely on the ESL Benelux YouTube channel as well. But so far, not a whole lot is happening until Skill Machine gets destroyed.
just absolutely buried by the AK of Tats. Like, I think it was a little bit of a prediction move, though, because it was straight through the smoke. Frey coming out with Molly as Mark, just get rid of Lee. Tasak timing is rather well as well. You can hear Frey walk away. But the bomb is going towards A anyway. As Revenant takes out Xavi, the last defender on the A side. Frey is going to get shot in the back anytime now. And that's going to be 60-13, your final score for Venko Gaming. And by me, I thought mCon had this.
Yeah, indeed. They showed very strong on the CT side at the start. After they, of course, lost the pistol and the 2 rounds that they usually follow after. And, well, after they just lost grip and Venko took over, they stayed calm. They played together. And, well, they just managed to hit more shots. And that's where it comes down to in the end. So 16-13 after we already saw a 16-14 the game before. And we are actually just checking if we're going to have a break. It's just been confirmed as the Fuse Kids has forfeited their match against Team TBD for this evening, as they are playing the PGL minor qualifier tonight. Just like Leonid, but they were lucky they had a very late game, so they might be able to play. For that, we will have an extended break where I'll be very happy to shove some food up my throat. And at 10 o'clock is our estimated time of return, but maybe we'll be earlier. Most likely not, but stick with us. Enjoy the music, and me and Rick will be back soon.